to the English class for tonight. So today we want to talk about oral sounds, and because I realize that it's an important aspect in the English language, especially for the examination you're writing. So I don't intend to take us out of the syllabus. I don't want to start explaining. I just want us to use one or two examples that we have to portray whatever we're going to say. Now, basically, we are talking about oral sounds in the English language. The first thing you need to know is how to pronounce each of the sounds. And then it spans from your vowel sounds down to your consonant sounds. Your ability to pronounce these sounds very well will help you to identify them in questions as they will be given to you. Now, take, for instance, the question that we have before us said, choose a word that has the same consonant sound as the one represented by the letters underlined. So now, you are not looking just at the letters. You're looking at how to pronounce the letters as sounds in the word. So now, over the time, students of the English language have confused themselves by trying to look at the letter and not the sound. Now, there is just a thin line in the definition of both. But I want you to know that if you are identifying a letter, the letter will be pronounced. Now, if you are to spell a word, you call out the letters. If you are to pronounce a word, you pronounce the sounds. So that is one thing that I want you to put to mind in today's class. So now, the word that we have there is rubber, rubber, rubber. Now, the underlying letters are B. Both of them are B. Now, the first thing you need to know is, are you pronouncing the word properly? Now, it is rubber, rubber. Now, from the list of options that we have, which one do you think has that letter pronounced in it? Now, if you look at the first option, it is super, super. So it is p, 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 not b, b. So it means that will be our answer. The second one is plumber, plumber. The letter B there is not pronounced. So what we pronounce is the P, the L, the U, the M, and the ER. That letter B is not pronounced. The sound for that letter B is silenced. So it is pronounced plumber, plumber. So the next one is copper, copper. So the last one, thimble, 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 thimble. So it means our answer will be option D. So if you come across such, know how to pronounce the word very well, and this will lead you or give you a clue into picking the correct answer. Let's see to confirm from the option that we have, and then you can see you're correct. So let's go to another question entirely. Okay? Let's see. The word is fashion, 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 fashion. Now, the letter F is on the line. The first word that we have there is passion, passion. The second one is save, save, save. The third one is ivy, ivy, ivy. While the last word there is trough, trough, not trog. It is trough. So which means there are some sounds that letters, different letters can represent there. So for instance, the word laugh, laugh, the sound that you have there, the sound that you have there is represented by letter GH. So such as an example what we have here. So the last word there is trough, trough, trough. So we will know that the answer to this question is D. You can see. So let's continue. Now, this next one is a very interesting sound. It is pronounced truth, truth. Now, for the TH sound, for the letter TH, we have two sounds that are written with it. We have one, the theta sound, and we have one like letter D, but curved at top and with a bit of stripe to it. So now, let me give you a clue that will help you. Now, as a Nigerian, considering the Nigerian balance of how we pronounce words in Nigeria. Now, any word that ends with TH or starts with TH, or we are trying to identify the TH sound in that word. Now, if you pronounce it as a typical Nigerian, and you realize that that TH is replaced with a D, letter D, D for dog, letter D, it means that TH sound is represented by that part that looks like the D at top curve. So for instance, if I have the word father, and the TH is underlined, so the symbol that will represent that will be that letter D curved at top with a stripe. That letter D curved at top with a stripe. So for instance, for this question now, if I'm going to pronounce this as a Nigerian, I pronounce as truths. Now, but I must pronounce it properly to actualize my answer. Now, the first option we have here is tick. No, it is not a TH word. The second one is trend. It is not a TH word. Now, the two other words that we have that are TH, we need to test for each of these words to know which one has the correct pronunciation as the one we have in the question. Now, the first one we have is through, and the second one we have is though. The option C is through, and the option D is though. Now, if you're going to pronounce each of these words as a Nigerian, you believe with me that option C will be true, and then option D will be though as we pronounce it. So now, if we go back to the question, we pronounced that word as truth. If you look at it very well, we said true and though, so it means option C is our answer, because truth, through. The other one is though. So now, both TH sounds, they are called incidental sounds, but one is voiceless. The theta sound, the theta represented sound, that TH sound that is represented with the theta is the voiceless. Why the one that is represented with the one that looks like D, curved at top with a stripe, is the one that represents the D. So that is the voice. So the theta is voiceless. The one that looks like D is voiced. So let's confirm our answer to see if we are right or wrong. So our option is C. So let's proceed from there. Now what we have now is soldier. Now the first option we have is shore. The second one we have is society. The third one we have is brush. And the last one we have is bees. So it is not bees, it is bees. So the first option is shore. The second option is society. The third option is brush. And the last option is bees. So with what we have pronounced, B is our likely answer. Let's check to confirm if our answer is correct. You can see. So what you need to know is, going back to the question, you should be able to pronounce the words properly. That will help you to pick your answers. So what you need to do to help yourself is go back to the vowel sounds from your monophthongs to your diphthongs. Go back to them, pronounce them. Your monophthongs are 12 in number. You have the E, the long E sound, and the short E sound. Afterwards, you have the short E sound. Afterwards, you have the short E sound. And then you have the short A sound. You have the long A sound. There is one that looks like the inverted B. It is pronounced such as you have in K, long. Now, not long. Long is L-O-N-G. Lung is L-U-N-G, like your lungs. The airbag you have in your chest, lungs, young. It is not pronounced young, it is pronounced young, young, young. Like in the word surrender, surrender, the word money. You have it in the word money. You have it in the word blood. You have it in the word mother. You have it in the word brother. Now, in brother, the letter O there is that sound. That sound is represented like a V inverted or V turned upside down. And then you have the O sound, the short O sound. You have the long O sound. You have the long U sound and the short U sound. Now you have the long air sound and you have the last one, the short sound, like letter E turned upside down. Now for words that end with ER, most of those words, those ER letters are represented by the short sound. Your letter E turned upside down. That is how that sound is represented. So for our question, we have been able to actualize that our option is B, Soda Society. Soda Society. So let's proceed. Now, the next one we are looking at is touch. 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 It is not touch. It is touch. Now, we have the first one, path. Path. We have the second one, technical. Technical. We have this third option, sheen. Sheen. And the last one, challenge. We are looking at touch, touch, touch. And the first option is path. Path. The second one is technical. Technical. The third option is sheen. Sheen. And the last one is challenge. Challenge. So from our option A, option D is our answer. Let's check to confirm. Correct. So all you need to do is know how to pronounce each of the words that you have in your option and try to relate it with the word you are given as your question. So moving on from there, now the word we have here is shining. Shining. The first word we have is chauffeur. 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 The second one is chilling. 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 The third one is bristle, 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 and the last one is sighting. So from our answer, option A will be our answer. Option A will be our answer, just as we have it there. So it is not, the word is not chauffeur, it is chauffeur, 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 chauffeur. So pay attention to those words as you pronounce them and you pick answers for them. Now over to another one. Good. The word is badge. 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 The first option is vision. 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 The second word is tangible. Tangible. The third one is target. Target. And the last one is brag, brag, brag. The first option is vision, vision. The second option is tangible, tangible. The third option is target, target, target. And the last one is brag, brag. So the word we are looking at, the underlined sound is j, badge, badge. So the only option that tallies with that is option B, tangible, tangible. Let's check to confirm if we are right or not correct. So it means we are correct with our answer. So let's look at another question. Okay. We are looking at so it is apron, apron, apron. The first one is unkempt. The second one is plunder, plunder, plunder. The U there is that vowel sound, the letter V turned upside down, and the ER letter that we have there is the short sound, the letter E turned upside down. So for the U, you have the letter V turned upside down. For the ER, you have letter E turned upside down. So it is plunder. Then option C, we have print. And then the last one, we have the button. So our answer there should be option C. Let us go for a confirmation. C means we are correct. Okay, good. The word is diesel, not diesel, and not diesel. Diesel. The E after the S is a sure sound, so it's not really pronounced. So it is diesel. Now the first option we have is boys. The second option is dicey. The third option is salty. And the last option is decor. So from the option that we have, option A is our answer because the underlying letter is pronounced Z, diesel. And then the option A as S, where you have letter S, is pronounced as Z, boys. With the singular boy, the plural is pronounced boys. So let's check to know if we are correct. We are correct. So let's try about one or two more to see. To try more of the questions. Okay, we have dream. So dream. So the only one that has our option is D, because the first one is gird, the second one is term, the third one is guard, and the last one is free. So our option, the correct option should be D. We are correct. So let's go to another question. Okay, we have lolly. So the sound we are looking for is So let's start from the first one. We have bomb, we have carry, we have calcium, and the last one is sun. We have bomb, the L there is silent, carry, that is off point. Third one is calcium, and the last one is sun. So our option there should be, our correct option there should be option C. Let's check. We are correct. So let's go for another question. Okay, we have water, or what some people pronounce as water. So water. So we are looking for the one that pronounces the sound. We have the pewter, we have wrong, we have 12, and we have drew. We have pewter, we have wrong, we have 12, and we have drew. So from our options, the first one is pewter. The second option is wrong. The third one is swell. The last one is brew. So from the options here, our answer should be option C. Let's check. We are correct. We are correct. So let's pick 2 more and we call it a day on this. Now, good one. The next one we'll be looking at is rhymes. Rhymes. Some words will be pronounced alike, so we should be able to pick which ones are pronounced alike. So the first one here is, the word we are given here is pod. Pod. Now, pay attention to the pronunciation. Pay attention to the pronunciation. And after pronouncing the word you are given, pronounce all the words that you have in your options. So, the word is pod. 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 The first option that we have is horse. We have horse. We have board. We have board. We have hard. We have hard. And we have bird. Bird. So the only word that has rhyme with the other word that is given in our question is that option B. Hard bird. Hard bird. Hard bird. Hard bird. So let's check to confirm our answer. Option B, we are correct. Let's go to the next question. Yeah, the word is fire. 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 The first option is sight. The second one is pine. The third one is blitz. And the last one is isle. So the last option is not pronounced ISO. No. It is pronounced isle. 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 So option D will be our perfect answer. Let's check to confirm. Can see we're correct. So the next one. Now what we have there now is treasure. Treasure. Treasure, treasure, treasure. Now we have vapor, we have reason, we have leisure, and we have texture. We have vapor, we have reason, we have leisure, and we have texture. So the word we have is treasure. The option that will fit into that is option C, leisure, 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 leisure. Option C, correct. So let's go for the last question of the day. Now what we have here is great, 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 great. We have hearty, we have hearty, we have hey, we have data, and we have weight. So what we can pick as our correct option is D. Weight, great. Weight, great. Weight, great. Weight, great. So that is where we'll stop for today. So while I stop sharing, if you have any question, please let me know. So is there anybody with a question at all before we end the class? Any question?
No question, sir.
So it means we all understood everything that was discussed today. Okay, a good one. So what I would like you to do, as I've always said in my class, practice makes perfection. Consistent practice makes perfection. So you don't have to relax on this. Make sure you go ahead, try, get questions, try them so that you can get better in them. Thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful day.